Good morning. My name is Natalie Bradley. I'm the Women's Ministry Director here at TLC, but I also wear the hat of Executive Director for Beloved Restoration, a Christ-based 12-step women's-only meeting we have here at Twin Lakes, as well as a few other local churches. The ground is level at the foot of the cross, says the late Billy Graham. This week in Beloved, as we shared hearts in our meeting, I was overwhelmed by the transformation I have witnessed in so many of the women's lives as they show up each week, authentically sharing their struggles. Their brokenness, loss, anxiety, fear have gripped many in the room, but they continue to show up each week as they find hope and community. It doesn't matter their status, teacher, pastor, nurse, grandmother, teen, poor or rich, and so on. We all have been touched by struggle and addiction. The ground at the cross is even. To some capacity, there is a struggle. Some of us have been touched by it because of a loved one, but God's abundant grace and acceptance in that room makes it my personal favorite place to be each week. Many have found redemption from various struggles and unmanageability in their lives. Sometimes it takes a pretty low bottom for God to get our attention, like a DUI or a broken relationship, job loss, and sometimes it takes multiple bottoms before we are finally able to admit to ourselves and to others we need help and want to do life differently. There is no show or performance. This is a space of listening, tears, laughter, sometimes anger, and sharing within a shaped format. This past Sunday, Renee spoke about living the Jesus way. He shared that Jesus uses the reference actor 17 times in his teaching. When we read the word hypocrite in the Bible, the original hearers would have heard this message through the lens of acting, mask wearing. You don't have to perform for God. He knows your heart. God will reward you for kindness that you have done, even when you've forgotten about those kind acts. I love that. What is this theme of the Sermon on the Mount we've been talking about these past few weeks? God cares about your heart. He looks past all the external and sees what's inside you. Religion often substitutes rules, spoken and unspoken, over relationships. Fasting, worship, Sabbath, type of music. Sometimes we even take our own personal preferences, Renee said, and put them in saying they're God's requirements. You should have no problem if you love Jesus and show up at church with a smile on your face, right? Performance religion ends up masking the real problem. You can't show you have a bad marriage. You can't talk about your struggle with alcohol, so you mask up and ignore it. There is a fear of being judged. Jesus says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." People claiming that they need Jesus. They need a Savior and help. You don't have to carry those burdens. There are places right here at our church to find rest, support, and the love of Jesus. You do not have to perform or hold up that mask anymore. Come to Beloved. Join us on Mondays, 10 to 11:30 a.m., or Monday evening there's a group called Rigorous Honesty, or 7 p.m. on Thursday evenings called Grace Recovery for AA and NA only. You can find out more about each of these groups at tlc.org/recovery. You don't have to perform anymore. Put the mask down and find rest. Recovery can be scary and intimidating, but so is staying stuck exactly where you are in your struggle. Acceptance and healing through God and others, restoration is possible. Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Have a great day.